Hello everyone. So today I'm going to be talking about the critical problem at doohickeys. My name is Joshua Palmer from the HR department. Failure is not an option. That's why we're talking about the critical problem. I've separated the critical problem into 4 different subcategories, and after which I will discuss 4 solutions. The critical problem I've seen is the way we dismiss employees at doohickeys. I've noticed that there's a mindset that there's no other way than dismissing the employee. There are other options. I see retaliation in the company. After an employee talks back to a superior, they want to get fired. They want to fire him. That's retaliation. That's illegal. 3. No warnings are given before dismissing an employee. The work at state law is not meant to take advantage of employees. It's meant to protect them and to set the relationship straight between employers and employees. And lastly, no documentation for employees and their progress in the past 5 years. My first solution is that HR and leadership meet regularly to be trained and to collaborate. I imagine this happens about once a month, and we can learn things like the true cost of dismissing employees, investing in employees, and empathetic listening. Some cons I see is that we all have a busy schedule, and so fitting in this extra time will be hard, and finding the time and money to do so, and changing from the normal. Potential challenges is maybe buy-in from the leadership, and also not wanting to change. I plan to overcome this by implementing these changes in increments, a little at a time. Second, I suggest that we empower the employees and only dismiss through documentation. I suggest to set up a booth about once a month. HR can set up a booth, have treats, questions and answers, and educate the employees on job descriptions, what's expected of them, how things will work out, so that they know when they are doing something that will get them fired. I see this increasing job security and lowering fear of losing a job. I think doing this is going to cost time and money and preparing the booths and the materials. But in the long run, it's going to be worth it. It's going to save time and money. Potential challenges is that employees might take it the wrong way and think, because we're talking about this, their job is in jeopardy. But I believe that through consistency of doing these booths, that message will not be given. They will not understand that message, but the message that we want to convey, empowerment. Third, I suggest that doohickeys invests in the HR department through paying for and helping them get certificates to educate them on appropriate dismissal practices, and that dismissing will always be the HR department's job. I think this will increase our potential, our education in doohickeys, so that we can protect the company from lawsuits in a more fine detailed way. I think the cons, it's always time and money and to do these trainings. And I predict that it's going to be hard to find the time, but if you would allow us to stay after work for 20 to 30 minutes, then this can actually take place. My last suggestion is to document the performance of the employees. I suggest that HR and leaders collaborate, and we can train the leaders on how to perform performance appraisals. We have the education, we know how to do it. It's a matter of transferring that knowledge to you. I can see that leaders and managers will know without a shadow of a doubt when the employees need to be terminated, and they will know too when they're going to be terminated. Because ultimately it's the employee's choice if they want to get fired, right? And so they will see it coming, they'll have the warnings, they'll have the documentation, and we're going to be protected from lawsuits because of that documentation. I can see that leaders and managers' time and money is going to be spent. It might be hard to align the schedules of the leaders and HR in order to meet together for a performance appraisal shadowing interview. But if that happens, what I would suggest is recording the performance appraisal meeting and sending it to the leadership so that they can be trained on it. Here are my works cited. Thank you very much.